These 4 horrifying elephant encounters are guaranteed to send freezing cold shivers down your spine. Number 1. While on tour of a South African safari, YouTuber Elle Holmes thought this was her last day on Earth when she and a group of tourists were chased by a very territorial male elephant. At first, it probably seemed like a very average elephant encounter that wouldn't really amount to anything else. That's until the animal started giving out warning signs that he wouldn't hesitate to charge if the tourists didn't back off.
Yeah. He's being very territorial right now.
Can we just back up?
No, look at him. See, he's showing. He's warning us.
Thankfully, the tour guide gets the message and begins to drive away. Not wanting to lose sight of these intruders, the elephant immediately starts pursuing the Jeep.
Oh, jeez.
Still being chased, the group of tourists understandably starts panicking. Not wanting to risk the animal catching up to them, the tour guide takes a right and goes off-road straight into the plains. This seems to discourage the elephant from continuing the pursuit as he slows down and eventually stops in his tracks.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Uh-oh, he's gonna head us off.
Can we get out of here?
No.
I want to go out of here. My heart was racing.
I'd rather not think about what would have happened if that beast had caught up with the Jeep. I really hope those tourists realize how lucky they are. Number 2. Here, 2 safari trucks filled with tourists get a little bit too up close and personal with a huge African elephant that could have easily caused a scene. Initially, the animal seems to be chewing on a tree about 40 feet away. Surely enough, it quickly spots the 2 trucks and decides to come get a closer look. As the animal gets closer, the tour guide attempts to drive away to protect himself and the tourists he's responsible for. Unfortunately, the truck in front of them seems to be blocking the road, thus preventing them from escaping. The people on the truck immediately duck to prevent making eye contact with this humongous beast, as it could very easily provoke it.
Oh, he's coming towards us. Sit down.
Sit down.
He's very close.
The elephant hangs out around the truck for a few minutes while the tourists remain completely frozen in fear. Eventually, most likely trying to show off its power, the animal even swings its tusks at a nearby tree, crushing every piece of it. It looks down on the terrified tourists for a little longer, before finally moving on and walking away in pride. The tourists, all still in shock, remain completely frozen. Nobody on that truck could have stood a chance against those pointy tusks. They should all be incredibly grateful that that elephant decided to spare them on that day. Number 3. While on an average afternoon walk, a group of campers in South Africa were in serious danger when they were charged by an aggressive bull elephant who didn't seem to enjoy having visitors in its territory. At first, it seemed like nothing else but an ordinary elephant encounter. The animal kept its distance from the group, which allowed them to grab a few pictures of it. It doesn't take long before the beast decides to put its foot down and defend its territory. It bluff charges the campers a first time to see if they would back off, but they do not. After a few seconds, it bluff charges them again while letting out a terrifying scream.
Hey!
Feeling like it's proved its point, the elephant decides to turn around and walk away, leaving everybody there in complete shock and disbelief. I doubt that gun would have done enough to stop that charging beast. I feel like most people would have run away in that situation. What would you have done? Number 4. A peaceful ride in Kruger National Park quickly turned into a terrifying experience when YouTuber Trent Holmes and his friends were caught in the middle of a huge elephant stampede. As they drive down the road, they notice a herd of elephants storming through the bush straight ahead. To avoid getting wrecked by one of these powerful beasts, they are forced to stop the ride immediately.
Stations in practice. I mean, we'll be on this road.
With no time to realize what just happened, they get a warning bluff charge from one of the elephants who runs out of the woods. This obviously freaks out everyone on the bus, but unfortunately, that elephant isn't done proving its point. After walking away, it immediately runs back towards the bus for a second bluff charge that leaves the group seriously worried.
Hey, come on, move on.
Can we go?
Relax, guys. You can't go now.
Just as that elephant leaves the scene to get back with the herd, another one comes storming from the bushes on the other side of the bus. Just moments later, the whole herd of elephants comes back to see what's going on. Accompanied by calves, this could make them extremely protective and dangerous. Eventually, the tour guide decides that enough is enough. He turns the engine back on and leaves their territory. It's scary to think about what could have happened to those tourists if they stayed just a little longer, or if those elephants decided that they were a threat to their babies. Thanks for watching until the end. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.